Stonyhurst is a 400-year-old school, but it's a school that's really focused on giving a really high-quality 21st century education. We've got lots of tradition, we've got lots of fascinating history, but actually we're about what's best for the young people of this generation, how we can develop them as individuals.
I feel like it's made me become the person I am now, and they don't just care about your grades and the stats at the end and if they're high in the league table. They care about us as people, and they want to make us the best possible people we can be by the time we leave.
We want to educate the whole child, spiritually, emotionally, academically, and I think here we do it very well.
If you're open to the idea of a Catholic education, which will stretch and challenge you to think of other people, if you're open to the idea of an education which is going to try and develop you as far as possible to aim for excellence in all that you do, that's what our motto is, quand je puis, doing my utmost, doing my very best.
We have a very long day here, lesson finished at 5:30, and then there are activities, and then there's supper, and then there's evening studies, prep time, homework time. Most, if not all, of the teachers here will be involved in another aspect of the children's lives, either in the boarding house, in an activity, in games, in music, in drama, in any other kind of performing art.
Because it's a boarding school, you have, say, a different relationship than I ever had with my teachers at a day student. Because you're here all the time, and especially with the boarders, it's more feeling comfortable and having the support network around you to be here 24 hours a day. So in that sense it's relaxed, but I think most of the teachers get the balance very right of being fun outside of lessons and having a chat, and then in lessons getting a lot done.
I do a variation of subjects that require different things. So my theatre studies, it's very much we're in control of our own practical work with our teacher guiding us, and then in other situations like in chemistry, it's very much sitting and learning from the board and writing notes. But there's always definitely opportunity for discussion.
There's an enormous focus upon preparing young people to go off to university. Well, the academic is absolutely essential and it's so important, but it's not the whole story. In fact, we're looking to develop people as whole individuals. We're looking to develop them in terms of their interests in sport or music or drama, whatever they find interesting. And there are so many things on offer, so many things that they can do.
The Games programme here is an integral part of their whole educational all-round package, and it complements the academic programme. It helps them with a balanced, healthy lifestyle, and the old adage, healthy body, healthy mind, will help them perform in the classroom as well as on the sports field. We would have a range of activities and levels that should cater for every pupil in the school.
Every single person is going to find it exciting in here. They're going to find something for themselves in here, whether it be sports, academics, arts, doing voluntary work.
The activities make it all a little more interesting, and you can reinforce what you learn through the activities here, I think, which is quite good.
So Stonyhurst has adopted the Jesuit system of a horizontal, what we call a playroom system, which is essentially the year groups doing everything together. The boarding boys in Year 9 will all board together in one set of dormitories, so don't split them up into different houses, they're all together, which gives them the opportunity to, if their best friend would have been in a different house, there's no problem of them being separate to them, they all board together. One of the great strengths of that, I think, is that the pupils get to act their age, and they also get to form incredibly close friendships within their year group as well.
I always say to parents, it's my greatest privilege and my greatest challenge is to represent them, the parent, in school, particularly with boarders, but it's equally important with day pupils.
I think for the day pupils the experience should be pretty much exactly the same, except they sleep in a different bedroom.
We do have a very interesting community of pupils from other countries as well. About 30 different countries represented at Stonyhurst, from all parts of the world. And that's tremendous because it benefits our British students because they, in a global village, they get to know what people are like from other parts of the world.
The relationships are formed here, not just friends, but the wider sort of contacts that you form here, because it's like this Stonyhurst Association sort of family. And I found that that's really useful and helpful, especially in the last years. You realise how many people you actually know and how useful that can be.
Yeah, I think there are veins of history running through most aspects of our school life, with the religious side when we celebrate the St. Thomas martyrs and we celebrate Ignatius and our founders, and then the CCF, that's been a tradition for over 100 years. So yeah, I think you find that You learn about it in the academic, and then they teach you to take that into the rest of your life. We get told constantly we have to be men and women for others because the people that started the school, that's what they were.
Always looking to offer more to young people, to give more opportunities, to give more chances for them to be all that they might be. That's what Stonyhurst is about. And so yes, we're a school which has a tremendous history, but we're also a school of the 21st century, looking to be a school for this generation and to prepare young people for the world that they're going to face.
It isn't just a school, you're a family here. I mean, we might complain that it takes up so much of our time, we come in on a Saturday morning, but it's worth it because you feel such a strong connection that you know you're going to be a Stonyhurst pupil forever.